Start off here with the 171-pound match. Ben Buckley from Layton, a senior with a record of 37-5. Forrest McIntosh, only a junior, he's got a record of 28-11. They go out of bounds right off the bat. Pretty explosive here to start. So we'll see if the junior can wile up and beat the senior. Buckley in on a great single leg. McIntosh trying to counter, sits him down. Let's see if he can follow through, get his two. Nope. Comes back up, goes to a bear hug. McIntosh comes with the underhook there on the edge of the mat. They're going to go out of bounds again. We'll bring him back to the center. Forrest McIntosh has a cousin right now in 3A who's also wrestling in the state finals tonight, so they probably beat up on each other a time or two at a family reunion.
It's amazing how many times great wrestlers come out of backgrounds where people like the sport, they're involved in the sport, they're involved early in the sport, and the McIntoshes are certainly indicative of that. 171 pounds, starting to get into some size now, getting into some bigger men. These guys will put 20, 25 pounds on by the time they get fat and lazy this summer. And here at the end of their senior year, at the end of the wrestling season, they're pretty lean, in good shape. They've been working out hard for 3-4 months and pretty focused here. So good strength, good size in these athletes. And 171 pounders can get pretty physical. Here we go, another shot, another counter. Coming back to our feet, still no score. You know, that last match, Mark, we were talking about the setup, the shot, and the finish. I can counter that any place. Here we go. The referee says that's not happening. We're stalemate there, so let's get something, get a new start. So now we're working, Buckley's working a 2-on-1 to try to set something up. McIntosh is trying to counter that. Neither wrestler's being real explosive. There we go. Ben in, nice shot, single leg, changing that off to a double, trying to lift, trying to make it happen. There it is, nice lift to a trip, to the mat, 2 points. Nice job, way to finish up that first period.
Does a great job scoring with short time, and that's something that that's something that champions do. You know, no matter what the clocks tick at, you're always going, always trying to score. So with 10 seconds left, he scores 2, and that gives him the upper hand going into the second period. McIntosh is going to choose down. Let's see if he can escape, or maybe a Buckley turn to score some more points and lengthen his lead.
You know what's fun about putting these together is it takes great competitors to make great matches. It takes great challengers to make great champions, and by coming to the finals and getting this quality of wrestling, what we're putting together is not only a tape that shows what each of these individual athletes can do, but we also show what it takes to win these kinds of matches. What do champions do to win, and how do they wrestle to make things happen? Look at that, nice step over, almost in trouble. Looks like he's going to give up 1. That's some pretty physical wrestling right there. Swing back to that wide shot. And we go out of bounds with 1 point. 1 point awarded, McIntosh picking up 1 for the escape. So we got a 2-1 match as we go back. But it's just great to watch good wrestlers. Now here we go. Now start looking at the tie. What's the quality of that tie? Are we head to head or are we ear to ear? If we're ear to ear and elbow to elbow, we're hanging on. It's hard to open up. It's hard to create something that will create motion to improve the setup, to improve the quality of my setup. There's a nice job to a reach, but there was no setup there. See, we're just hanging on to each other. So we need to break free of that, get out of that tie, open the thing up, and make things work. Now we break up. Now let's see if we can make it go from a more open position, a more open stance. You look at the college level wrestlers, of course, the Olympic wrestlers, you can't clinch in like that. You have to keep your head up. There's no action. You can't just get in there and hang on. We've now watched 20, 25 seconds. There we go. Not much of a setup, and I miss a shot, so it's not a very good shot. And now Buckley's in a good position to score, and looks like he will. There it is, 2 takedown. Immediately settles there. McIntosh gives him an opportunity to come through and hook the cradle, and now he's working on a cradle, trying to score some back points. So 4-1 as we end the round.
Again, Buckley scores with short time left on the clock. I think there was only about 12 or 13 seconds left when he scored. So he's only scored 2 takedowns, but they've both been in the latter part of the rounds, and that's huge for a senior who's trying to complete a great season and win his first state title.
You can't say enough, Mark, about conditioning and the ability to keep at it for that whole time. There's no place to rest out there. And we just saw 2 matches ago a championship lost with about 8 seconds left because a wrestler was trying to just be solid and be square and not do anything dangerous and sit back and protect that lead. And what happened was the momentum changed, and rather than protect, he gave up the lead and then some, lost the state championship. And so you need to keep at it, you need to keep moving. Right now, Buckley needs to get that base built and get up from underneath there, and McIntosh working to see if something can turn. Nice job with the wrist control. Now he's going into that bar series, trying to get that. Brighton does an excellent job working that arm bar. Buckley doing a good job squirming out, working out, should get his 1. There it is. Boom, loss of control. There's 1 right there, so picks up another 1. So clearly in command at this point, 5-1, 4-point lead for the Layton wrestler.
So McIntosh goes to that armbar, isn't able to keep his hips back. Buckley gets the escape and lengthens his lead. So hip positioning, very important in wrestling. And because McIntosh wasn't able to keep those back, now he's down by 4 points. And there's short time here left in the match. 40 seconds, a lot can happen, but when you're down 4, you definitely need to be the aggressor. And he's just got an underhook tie on right there. Tries to throw it up and over. Not always the easiest thing to do on a big, strong 171-pounder, but we'll see if he can't do anything here. Looks like the ref there is going to, goes through the head throw. Can't quite get it. We talked about his cousin who wrestled, the king of the head throw. So the McIntosh family good at the head throws. Oh, didn't get the takedown. A huge mistake there. Thought he had the takedown, didn't get it. Ends up getting, looks like a stalling point here. Now he's down 5-2, and that's how the match is going to end. Your champion from Layton, finishing the season at 38-5, the senior Ben Buckley at 171 pounds, 5A.